Who is the Lexus RX 500 Hours F Sport for exactly? The RX F Sport is comfy and quick, but it's definitely not a performance SUV. By Jeff Perez. The letter F looms over Lexus like a dark cloud. It used to stand for something: V8 power, a raucous soundtrack, and gobsmacking luxury. These days, it's unclear exactly what Lexus wants to do with the letter F and where its performance division is ultimately headed. The new IS 500 F Sport is a prime example. What should have been an IS F successor instead comes with tempered expectations and a clunky name. That way they don't have to explain to grubby-handed journalists and internet trolls why it isn't as dynamic as a BMW M3. For the record, the IS 500 F Sport is fantastic despite its flaws, and I love it. The same goes for the RX 500 Hours F Sport. Technically the first RX to ever get a performance makeover, not counting the F Sport visual packages before it. This could have been a full-bore RX-F with tons of power and some modest suspension tuning, and we probably would have sung its praises from now until eternity. Instead, it's a warmed-over crossover with minor performance upgrades. Still nice, but nothing that moves the needle. Quick. Specs: 2024 Lexus RX 500h F Sport Performance. Engine: turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder hybrid. Output: 366 horsepower, 406 pound-feet. 0 to 60 miles per hour, 5.5 seconds. Base price: $63,800. As tested price: $72,595. It starts with the powertrain. This RX has a turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine and 2 electric motors, making a modest 366 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque. It has 91 more horses than the next best RX and more power and torque than the competitive Acura MDX Type S, but it's more than 100 horsepower down on the IS with the same name. I know that asking Lexus to shove a V8 underhood here is unreasonable, but a so-called F performance model with a 4-cylinder just feels wrong, let alone a hybrid. To its credit, the RX 500 Hours isn't slow. It reaches 60 miles per hour in 5.5 seconds, and the immediate torque brought on by the 2 electric motors gives it excellent shove off the line. Impressive for something that weighs 4,793 pounds. That torque peaks at 2,000 RPM, and the 2 electric motors work in perfect harmony with the gas motor. There's no low-end clunkiness. One of those motors is shoehorned between the engine and the transmission, while the other sits on the rear axle. The 6-speed automatic is pretty seamless, too. The letter H means the RX 500 Hours is as efficient as it is quick. The luxury SUV returns 27 miles per gallon in the city, 28 on the highway, and 27 combined. That's second only to the standard RX hybrid in the range.